The nonfiction book, Eating Animals, written by Jonathan Safran Foer, is all about eating animals in America. The book explains everything from the moral consideration of eating animals to actually raising and slaughtering them. It also discusses the consequences of putting meat on our plates. Some of these consequences are that animals suffer, the environment is damaged, and our health is harmed. The book also describes how meat consumption has changed throughout the years. The author claims that eating meat in the past wasn't a particularly harming thing to do, and can still be a good thing to do today if it is done the right way. The problem is that around 95% of the meat we eat is produced the harmful way, which is factory farming. Foer explains the impacts of factory farming and how it is a mindset of reducing production costs to an absolute minimum and ignoring the effects it has. Some of these effects are environmental degradation, animal suffering, and human disease. One of the main arguments made in this book is that we need to have the right mindset when choosing what we eat. Foer says, "Not responding is a response. We are equally responsible for what we don't do." He also said, "Whether we change our lives or do nothing, we have responded. To do nothing is to do something." He is saying that we can't just do nothing about all the issues factory farming is creating. If someone is eating meat, they are contributing to these problems. He also said, "Something having been done everywhere just about always is no kind of justification for doing it now." He is saying that just because the majority of the population eats meat, we can't say that this is okay. This part of the book is the most influential on the audience because almost all meat consumers can relate to this. This book overall impacts the audience in many different ways. It makes meat eaters want to stop eating meat, and it makes vegetarians and vegans feel good about their diet choices. It can also make the reader feel angry about the negative impacts of factory farming, and how there is very little the average person can do about it. Foer said, "It shouldn't be the consumer's responsibility to figure out what's cruel and what's kind, what's environmentally destructive and what's sustainable. Cruel and destructive food products should be illegal. We don't need the option of buying children's toys made with lead paint or aerosols with chlorofluorocarbons or medicines with unlabeled side effects, and we don't need the option of buying factory-farmed meat." He is saying that this should have never happened, and now this problem needs to be solved. The government needs to help fix this problem. Until then, Americans can help solve this problem by not eating animal products. I recommend this book to anyone wanting to learn more about how the meat on their plate is made and how it impacts the world. This book was filled with interesting facts and information presented through stories, interviews, and research. I would give this book 3.7 out of 5 stars. It has persuaded me to become a vegetarian, and it has informed me on issues that are important to me. It was interesting but hard to read at times, and for these reasons I give it a 3.7 star rating. In conclusion, the book Eating Animals provided shocking information about how meat is made and the impacts eating meat has. People should cut meat out of their diets because of how terrible it is for the environment, animals, and humans.